What do you do when you get to the tail end of your yarn, but your project isn't finished yet? You tie it on to your next yarn. Now, I think a common way to tie is to cross over, kind of like a shoelace, and then make a knot from there. The thing is, with this knot, it'll most likely come undone and then unravel your project. You could secure it more by continuing to make knots, but then you're gonna have a big, thick, bulky knot in your yarn. And nobody wants that. You don't want to spend so much time and energy just to have a big, thick knot in your project. So the magic knot, you take your 2 strands of yarn, and when you're first learning how to do this, it's much easier to just lay them parallel to each other like this. Once you kind of get the hang of it, I very easily just do it on my lap, and I don't need to lay it out like this. So I'm gonna lift up my black yarn and put my pink under it. And then I'm gonna lift up the 2 ends of my pink, and I'm gonna cross them over and just make a very simple, again, like you're tying a shoelace. Now I'm gonna come over to this end. I'm gonna lift up my pink, put my black under it. Lift up both of those ends of the black, and again, just like a very simple little knot where you tuck. Come on, little dude. Well, when your yarn's not fraying, it's very easy to just tuck it under, but this guy's falling apart. You know what, sir? We're not gonna mess with you today. You just got a haircut. So I'm gonna lift my pink, put my black under, lift up the 2 ends of my black, cross the black over, tuck that loose end in, and then pull tight. Now you should have 2 separate knots. Now here's where the magic happens, okay? Let's make sure they're nice and tight. Don't blink. You're gonna miss it. Take both ends of your yarn and pull. You see how those 2 knots just got married? Well, these little suckers, they're not gonna go anywhere. I don't know if you can see how my fingers are changing color, but that ought to show you just how hard I'm pulling on this yarn. In other knots, you normally have to leave a nice long end so that your knot doesn't come undone. But with this one, you can actually cut these ends pretty close, and it doesn't jeopardize your project or your knot coming undone. And now you've got this really nice, strong knot, and you're ready to continue your project. And then these little baby ends that are left, they just hide right in your project. And it's also a very petite knot, so you won't feel some uncomfortable big bump. And ta-da! Magic show's over.